Incredible rendition. Surely nothing more needed to inspire the hosts and give a real focus for Mali in this lion's den. Well, it's a host of changes for Issam Charai, who is named the coach of the group stage. No fewer than 10 changes as the first team return. Only Chadi Riyad keeps his place at the back, with Ala Belarouche back in. Interestingly, that's Ala, the name of the Egyptian goalkeeper, who is yet to concede. There's plenty of firepower back for Morocco. No less than their captain, Abdes Samad Ezal Zuli, 3 goals and 2 assists. He'll be looking to shine once more. Mahacho in charge. The match officials, Gabon Whistler, awaiting Mali's captain to join Ezal Zuli. Barca owned, but whether he stays in Catalonia, we'll wait and see. But swapping with Boubacar Touré, himself made a big money move from Metz in France to Wolves in the English Premier League. 11 million euros, 10 appearances in the English top flight. There's plenty of talent on show. And far, keeping an eagle eye on all the proceedings. For Mali's Badra Diallo, changes from the side that beat Niger to earn their place in the semi-final. Madou Diakite back in goals in place of Lassine Diarra. Back 4 remains as was. Dropping out of the starting 11 is Alassane Tamboura, mostly because Mamadi Diambo is back from suspension. He was sent off in the 1 defeat the Eagles have suffered against now finalists Egypt. So the holders through to the final. Will the hosts or the Eagles join them? Perfect conditions for a late night thriller as Morocco take on Mali. The Atlas Lions and Eagles go head to head. Morocco and Mali battling for a place in the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations final. I think nevertheless there'll be a huge crowd to support the young Moroccan side, but given the golden period appears to be upon us in Moroccan football, the real excitement anytime an Atlas Lions side is in action. First touch for Al-Zuli. Mentioned joint top scorer with already departed Manuel Jaboa. Ismail Saibani finds himself earning the first corner of the match. A minute in. Morocco breeze through the group stage. 3 from 3. They're desperate for a fourth. Now they're able to clear their lines. Eddie Bukamia, one of the 10 to return to the starting 11. With only his defensive partner, Chadi Riyad, keeping his place after victory. Matchday 3 against Congo Brazzaville. Chadi Riyad himself on the ball and didn't feature in the opening 2 matches. Also an own defender, finding himself a fixture in the latter stage. Hands up from Amir Richardson. Bypasses the midfielder and onto the captain. Heavy challenge. Amadou Sangari showing too much respect. Doing harrying. No surprise they're sitting in, especially what they did to Ghana. Matchday 2, that 5-1 thrashing. On the goal hunt again, but Yanis Begraoui with the ball stolen away. He certainly got the best side of his squad. Major reshuffle against Congo Brazzaville, and still saw his side victorious. He needs to give his big stars extra time to prepare for this challenge. Richardson tucking in to help out Riyad. Should be building from the back. Now, Adi, not normally defensive player, but filling in at that right back role. As Al-Zuli gets movement from Bilal El Kanous. The header could have given them an early lead, but Begraoui straight at Madou Diakite. Shoulders hunched, and then the ball down the line. It's a really great pick out. Begraoui scored a brace against Ghana. Should have opened his account tonight. Diakite is 18 years of age. It's a red-hot atmosphere for Mali to enter, trying to make the most of the first counter. Deflected away. He looks around the corner. Ball judged not to have gone out. Ayoub Amraoui on the books at Nice. 7 top team appearances. Already big change at the Ineos-owned club. Lucien Favre's return not going to plan. Diga taking over. Francesco Carioli is the Moroccan under-23 left-back's new boss. Yeah, bypasses Amraoui for his captain, but it's a poor touch. ball forward and laid off nicely for Sangari. Boubacar Touré. Good touch though from Diambo. As mentioned, sent off against Egypt on match day 2, so back in. Very much Red Bull product, having started off at Leffering in Austria and bounced between them and RB Salzburg. They're hoping to get a chance in the Austrian Bundesliga. Big guns. Hadi Riyad, born in Morocco, in Mallorca in truth, was called by Walid Regraoui, head of the March Internationals. Didn't make a senior appearance. This has since pledged his future to Morocco, although that would only be confirmed with a senior appearance. Certainly it shows Walid Regraoui very close to what's happening at the lower levels. Avra Diallo attempting to take Mali to just a second ever Olympic Games. Each in the final would confirm a place at Paris 2024. Third place playoff will be a fight out for the final ticket to Paris. I'd be happy. Just the one big chance for Morocco so far. Now they're trying to create their own trouble. One bursting run. Just finally needed 2 Moroccan players to hold up Boubacar Touré. Only one in the side who was part of the team that won the under-20. Oh well, it's really blown up here. Maybe much ado about nothing. Tamid Diomande and Ezal Zuli going to blows, and it's all a little untidy. Boubacar Touré playing his role as captain to try and calm things down. Of course, VAR in assistance, but doesn't look like the referee's going to need it. I think clear warning of any more. Maybe heading off. Well, this is what it was about. Diomande trying to put his shirt over his head. There's Alzuli, I think, had a grab of his as well. Shows the tension, pressure on this match. High tension. Snap reactions. Boucania. And from deep. Used Ismail Sabari, given the offering. Tony Riyad. We working hard to winning in the final against Senegal in Niger 4 years ago. Penalty shootout. Traore scoring in that final and netting his penalty. Under 23 level, they face the toughest of tasks, not just because of the fervent support for the hosts, but Morocco, certainly on paper, and what we've seen so far, for the favourites for the crown. Mali digging in. Morocco have to earn it. There's Al-Juli. Surprisingly, the outlet not reacting that time. But shaved into the side of his head. He's not feeling much love from the Malians. Traore. But he had an opportunity there as his coach Jallo waves them forwards, but there's an instinct to sit further back. Doesn't want to offer any encouragement for those in white. Richardson round the corner. Rawi, space now for Saibari. Needs quick ball, they get it. And Morocco have a priceless lead. El Ouadi sends Rabat wild. Some managing to keep their composure. But the Atlas Lions, the first to roar. Well, it was just wonderful, intricate play. Bilal El Ghanous and Ismail Saibari, the latter having been the instigator, with quick ball to pick holes. And Zakaria El Ouadi got his head down and just managed to sneak it through Manu Diakite, right through the legs. Morocco on their way. Well, that's what happens when you put it right back. He's more of a forward. When he gets into those positions, he can be devastating. So just as Egypt did in the first semi-final, Morocco with an early lead. Zakaria El Ouadi normally playing a wing-back role. The back three defence for his club, RWDM. Scored 7 goals in what was a championship-winning side. Now promoted to the Belgian top flight. Will he go back with the under-23 AFCON crown? Long way to go, even in this semi-final, but Morocco looks supremely confident. Mali just desperate to keep it to 1. Such early stages, but as we saw earlier, Guinea struggled to create chances of real note. When they did, Hamza Allah was again on top form. Another Allah in goals for Morocco. Allah Belarus. Just 2 conceded. Yes, Guinea and Ghana, but they proved to be near consolations. Ismail Saibari, Spanish-born, but has come through in the Eredivisie with PSV Eindhoven. Bit of a concern. Made the challenge. Came off the worst. Last season, 17 appearances, although just 5 starts. The Dutch top flight. It's Charai just trying to get information about whether he needs to bring on one of his subs. A big blow, giving Saibari started and assisted El Bouadi for the opening goal. Certainly that's the benefit of having been able to make 10 changes, is that those coming off the bench have had some game time. Well, young and old, all delighted, and certainly going to see Morocco these days. At any age level, a real treat. The packed house in Rabat so far are being treated once more. Can Mali find a response? Certainly Boubacar Touré. One to let his sides heads drop. And Morocco sits a little deeper. Brilliant from the captain. Just got his body across opposite armband wearer. Something demanded from the Stars. Not just about what you could do in the ball, but what you can do for the team. Avadi back to his goalkeeper, plenty of pressure. Great distance on the kick. Mali with some encouragement. Lovely footwork. Earning the free kick off the goal scorer. Ball down the line, chance to deliver. It's drilled in low. Really good clearance. Reveal. Body charge. Mali frustrated. Younes Begraoui earning the free kick. French-born forwards coming through at Auxerre. Could have had the goal to kick things off, but his header comfortably saved. Well, it's now 5 different six different players who have now scored for Morocco in the tournament. By far the heaviest goal scorers. They're 9th at the competition. Can Mali construct a response? He did trail to 3rd minute penalty against Gabon, their opening match day, only to strike back with one of their own from Sangari for Doumbia. Then Tambura, in injury time, earned a 3-1 win. Defeat against Egypt, followed by a 2-0 win over Niger. It's a huge task now. Can they find the response? Belarus, so smart yet with his distribution with his feet, under pressure. Takes it away from El Kanous. There's a free kick in Mali. Don't want to hang around. Gonna have to. Driving run down the wing. Cuts back inside. Well, had options to lay it off. But Ibrahima Diarra elected to go himself. Almost went to sneak a corner. But Belarus able to keep the ball in. Osama El Azouzi. Says okay, but just needs a minute. Here's the opening goal. 1, 2, 3. Touch and goal. Bouncing into the top of the net. Fabulously worked. And with Mali sitting in, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. Chance. The crowd as well as the players to take a breath. As Morocco just takes some time. Possession, Richardson. Pocket picked. Mali with numbers. Shot coming in, but it's well blocked. Not for the first, likely not for the last. Diambo penalised. Walid Regragui. The incredible things led Wydad Casablanca to League and Champions League double before taking on the task of the Atlas Lions and leading Morocco to 4th place at Qatar 2022. Now very much with a keen eye on what's to come in the future. Very well positioned for what Morocco will hope will be an attack on the senior AFCON. Lovely intricate play again. And a touchback from El Azouzi. A little optimistic. It's a lovely touch around the corner from Sangari. Sangari just wanting to get on with things. Just leaving Hartberg for RB Salzburg to join up with Mamadi Diambo on club duty. Sangari, well, it was no great secret. He was winding up the clock. Chance to deliver. Diarra gets support from Doucouré. Good cross, and it falls kindly for El Kanous. 1-2, didn't quite work this time. A little loose. lacking a bit of assistance from Saibari. Mika Traore. Toure wanted it, but lifts it harmlessly forward. Just down from El Azuzi. Look in here. It's a wonderful ball lifted over. Goal scorer takes a look. And El Ouadi can't find anyone, but it's fallen kindly back. Bekraoui trying to take advantage of the opportunity. Diakite with a smart save. Morocco build again. Chadi Riyad. Richardson had a look. Spun round. The ball working along the back line. And there's almost a bit of leapfrog there. Blocked run of El Ouadi. Danus. Heavy touch from Bekraoui. What his future holds with his loan spell at Pau coming to an end. Potential return to Toulouse. Morocco wants some action. Taken. They've ended up back in possession. All the way back to Belarus. You can see how they allow Zakaria El Ouadi to stay up in his more favoured attacking position. Sana El Azuzi able to tuck in into the right back role. Well, the referee I think doing well to try and keep a bit calm. It's a really poor challenge. There's some frustration from earlier. To see the chance back, he came kindly to Bekraoui. It's a fine save down low to his left from 18-year-old Diakite. Amadou Diallo out to Fode Doucouré. Really good run from Boubacar Touré. Keeps possession ticking. Then a poor touch from Sangare. Got to be so precise. Cool of head. Sako on the move. Sangare initially looked like he showed a bit too much of it. Gets a hit for his troubles. Azuzi. Morocco not interested. That could be a picking. And no great surprise. Signa Doumbia finally wastes the referee's patience. Thankfully, El Canous, I think, took too much of the contact. It could have been a lot worse. He's certainly not happy. Pointing that out to the referee. Morocco leads Zakaria El Rouadi. Goal after 14 minutes, and now it's been the pressure on. Now they do have a way out. Found a good option there, Ibrahima Cisse. He was running out of space and then just buys the throw. On the books at Schalke, having come through at Genk in Belgium. Yet to make a top team appearance. His last goal actually came in a crazy 5-5 draw with Gladbach's second tier team. Only the first of the 10 so far. Just the one goal past the half-hour mark. Diallo hoping to see his side offer up a better showing as the linesman loses his flag, but not the decision. Morocco holding a slender advantage in the second semi-final. Egypt already with a ticket booked for Paris 2024. A match away from, well, little concern shown there by Chaid Riyad for Shekna Doumbia. 20-year-old plies his trade in UAE, becoming a champion with Shabad Al Ali. 2 goals, 15 appearances, only the one start. He hopes he hasn't started and finished this match already. It's only seemed to come from the fact that he was trying to ignite the press on Chai Riyad. A kiss of the badge. Morocco football has felt this good a place for an awful long time. Should be fascinating come the Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Still dealing with the year of the tournament, not coinciding with the year it takes place, given the potential problems with the weather in Cote d'Ivoire. Will take part at the start 2024, as it looks like it might be lights out for Shekna Doumbia. The emotions pouring out. And that would be a sorry end to his tournament, potentially. Looks like he is going to get a chance to recover. But Mali can't hang around too long with 10 men. Morocco probing. Richardson, no great surprise that his father, the famous American basketball player, the long tall figure coming through at Nice before becoming a Ligue 2 champion with Le Havre and in the division's team of the year, which has brought him a move to Reims alongside Will Stills. Remois, though, will be loaned immediately, the 20-year-old, back to the Normandy coastal town. Now he's looking to get on his move, but a slip back to his feet. There seemed to be confusion. I'm not sure the flag was going to go up against him. And somehow, it's a Morocco throw. Sad news confirmed. No return for Cheikhna Doumbia. He's replaced number 18, Cheikhna Diakite. 18-year-old striker from Real Bamako. Recently left the club Mali. And he make an impact. It's his fourth appearance. Started against Egypt and Gabon. It should be too tough to get up to pace. The movement from Boubacar Touré somehow sneaks out, gets it to Sangari. Space for Ahmed Diamande. Much in the way of green support. They've worked this well. Is their final ball. Played off Amraoui. Quite the license. Zakaria El Bouadi on this left flank. A little more protection. Also allow Ez Al Zuli to do his best work. A little bit loose, and Amraoui able to clear. Charai not looking too happy at the moment, despite his side's slender lead. Driving run from Tiara. Sangari. It's back inside. Morocco just closing off the gaps. He did so illegally. I think the referee at times just asking the players to grow up a little. There's something off the ball. Not enough for Nacho to get involved. The boos ring out. As a few did for the Mali national anthem. Such is the high emotional stakes. The crowd here in Rabat. Sangari from distance. And he may yet still be travelling. Prince Moulay Abdallah. There's a sigh of relief. All this frustration on the Eagles bench. Short option avoided. Rouge long. Edge of sight. For Morocco throw. doing well to work back. Belarus owned at the moment by Strasbourg, who've just been brought up by the same group invested in Chelsea. So the big changes coming with Patrick Vieira named as the new Racing boss. Although Belarus far away from the first team picture, having been on loan at Stade Birochin, even their second team. Now a bit of space for Morocco to work in. It's played behind. A furious reaction from Osama El Azouzi. An amazing season as it almost fell into the path of Ez Al-Zouli. Ali icing with fire. The last time Morocco under-23 side lost 90 minutes was to Japan back in June. They took part in the Maurice Berello tournament. Subsequently lost to Panama on penalties. Since then, it was a victory over Venezuela for a 100% group stage record. Ali swung in ball from Diomande, struggling to bring Belarus into the match. Lovely play from Ibrahim Cisse. And yet the battling qualities of Begraoui still managed to bring the ball out. It's a battle for every single ball. Diomande not happy. He wants action. Here's Al-Zouli. Just trots back into position. Fairness, full-blooded for both players. So just a minute before the break, plus any additional time. A well left boot from El Wadi. Saibari Feld, happy to take the free kick. For the first, not for the last. The Diambo going into the challenge. Discussions on the bench. Certainly here to want a lot more from their side. Funny match at times. Played in a great spirit. In fact, for the most part, there's occasional flare-ups. So much at stake. These young men start to really start on their professional journeys. For some, this will be the launch pad. Back heel, maybe not the best time from Sangari. And now a chance for Ez Al-Zouli to stretch his legs. Trails it across, but well placed. Amadou Diallo. They're banging the bit. Some struggling with the tension. So 3 minutes added on. We've almost played a minute of that. Camus. Ready to deliver. Hold up though. Now Zuzi. Begraoui. Attention to the Mali defence. short. Now we had to do really well. Make sure he got to the ball. And something to give them hope. Diamande. That's not to cross for the first time or the second. Then picks out a great ball. Toure has had so little to look at. They look too eager. And now Morocco can break. Haven't got the numbers yet. But working it well. But that wasn't the right ball. Mekraoui had moved it to space. It's now Mali back on the attack. Flying challenge from El Ouadi. Sagari. Oh, he treads on the ball, Tiara. Referee takes a look. 10 seconds. If they're going to find an equaliser now, they're going to have to deliver soon. Big switch. Diamande swings it in, and it's a punch from Belarus. And that is safely over the bar. As the whistle goes, just as Egypt had earlier tonight in Tangier, it's Morocco with an early lead as Mali trail by a goal to nil. Zakaria El Ouadi putting the finishing touches to a lovely team move. It's been a battle otherwise, and that certainly has plenty to go, but Morocco in pole position for Paris 2024 and a shot at the under-23 AFCON title.
Quartz EV Fluid, our latest innovation to ensure optimal temperature for your battery. Quartz by Total Energies, 70 years of innovation in lubricants for all types of engines.
Morocco dominating possession and the scoreboard. 3 big chances, third of which have now been converted. Mali with attempts, but little to show for them. Belarus has certainly been underemployed. Mamadou Diakite has kept Morocco just to the 1 goal. Second half coming up. Who will join Egypt in the final and be assured of a place at Paris 2024? Well, the second of the 2 semi-finals taking place in Rabat as hosts Morocco came out to a raucous reception to take on the Eaglets of Mali. Now, he'd only ever been to 1 Olympic Games in 2004. And Samad Ez Al Zouli hoped to be leading Morocco to their 8th. And he meant to go on, laying it off for El Kanous, with a header from Yanis Mekraoui directly at a thankful Mamadou Diakite. But then the goal came from a wonderful 1-2-3, slipping the ball under the goalkeeper, Zakaria El Ouadi. netting the 6th Moroccan to score in this tournament. The build-up created Ismail Saibari and El Khanous at the RWTM wing-back. The man on the end of the joy. Fine save from Diakite, kept the score to just 1. To deny Begraoui chance to add to the brace he netted against Ghana. Mali finally tried to stir. They struggled to get any action out of Belarus. Boubacar Touré, only survivor from the under-20 AFCON Championship. Mali won in Niger. He looked on as the rest of his teammates struggled to make an impact. Mamadou Sangari firing high and over. Morocco could have had more. And Zalzouli, potential Barcelona starlet, trying his best. Sharai clearly wanting more. Boubacar Touré would have wanted that chance back. Morocco leading 1-0 at the break.
Quartz EV Fluid, our latest innovation to ensure optimal temperature for your battery. Quartz by Total Energies, 70 years of innovation in lubricants for all types of engines.
Welcome back ahead of the second half. Morocco with that slender advantage. And for the boot of Zakaria El Ouadi. Tactical discussions in the crowd. Certainly, despite the lead, it's Charai certainly didn't seem completely impressed with what he'd seen. Morocco still on course for the final unless Mali can find a response. Charai leading the side out. A quick word with Bilal El Khanous. A quick run out before action resumes. Lamia Richardson, his father, Michael Sugar Ray Richardson, a four-time NBA All-Star. His mother, French Moroccan, did play for the French under-20 side. And looks destined to be an Atlas Lion ahead of France or the United States. A few others in the Morocco squad have made similar decisions. And what better time to be part of the Moroccan journey? Just after this, the little case of Côte d'Ivoire 2023 in January. Morocco look to add to the solitary AFCON crown. Only ever African champions officially in 1976. I feel they're perfectly placed to try and end that drought. Mali themselves only ever been finalists, beaten in 1972. Neither of these sides have ever been to under-23 AFCON final, other than Morocco when they hosted in 2011. Devastation of losing 2-1 to Gabon. So the latest incarnation certainly won't take anything for granted. Morocco only ever taken part when they've hosted. They hope to go one better. At the moment they're on course to at least equal their achievement in 2011, unless Mali will find a route to goal. Zuli yet to see the best of him. Had an excellent campaign with Osasuna on loan from Barcelona. 4 goals, 28 appearances, of which he started 19. One of which came against Sevilla. So certainly worked well with the Real Betis fans, and there is rumours Zuli is eyeing up a potential move. Rules of Bayer Leverkusen also giving mention. Xavi doesn't want to let him go. Zuli wants to play. Whether anyone's going to match the reported €25 million fee the Catalan Giants would want. Could be another loan move on the horizon from the La Liga champions. For now, though, the task is leading his nation. And so far, it's been all near perfect. Amadou Diallo. Fode Doucouré, but he's got that horribly wrong. Neither a pass nor a touch. It's a quick word for El Wabi. The Little Sox Brigade. We could link up again between Bukhari and El Kharouz. Quick ball. Richardson, though, has his pocket picked. Boubacar Touré in an advanced position, wants the ball. He's not going to get it, but Mali are going to get a free kick. Sangari just getting the free kick. The booking for Amir Richardson. With subtle fouls. Looking forward to Liga football next year. Ovlav has mentioned on loan for signing a 5-year deal with Will Stills Reims. The books of Champagne country. As Mali want to pop some corks if they can find themselves a leveller. Already had Mamadou Sangari smash one well over the bar. The stress, the strain. The referee making clear what will be allowed and what won't in terms of potential handball. The ball, of course, in the area. Trotting away, Ahmed Diamandi. It looks like he might be decoy or potentially involved in a training ground move. Instead, it's again over. I think the referee's going to make himself clear. A booking will be coming. We're only 49 minutes into the match. The referee picking the perfect time to make that statement. Andrew Diallo certainly at this stage be keen. The referee keeps a keen eye on that. It's a really good challenge. Something is sliding though. Wadi penalised for leaning in. On ball. Touré drills it across. Morocco to clear their lines, but only Far enough as it comes just through Sangari. Over the bar. Quick ball. Giving the chance, but again, failure to hit the target is really hurting Mali. I wonder his trouble is hearing the incredibly raucous to the noise around the stadium. Really cheaply. Lovely ball around the corner from Ezal Zuli. Hamraoui, head down, and across. Not up to standard. Could do well. They're looking for an out ball. Saibari. To take the sting out of the match. That's a poor ball though. Easily snapped up by Koli Sako. And Ibrahima Diarra. Ball on's kindly enough for him. Boubacar Touré wants the ball back, surely. Too long, and Mali already looked desperate. We're only 7 minutes into the second half. Hey, Sako taking on a 0% chance effort. Better use of possession. You need the final product. Substitute Diakite. Up into each other. Tukure with his favourite right foot. It's a brilliant ball lifted in. Mali keep it alive. Well, a fine block. Morocco do survive. And now the ball bounces kindly. Saibari though shows too much of it to Diallo. Well, they think there was a handball. VAR is there to assist the referee. There's certainly going to be long enough stoppage for them to take a look. Well, it was the swung ball in by Tukure, bobbled about, and it was kept alive. Not sure where they think the handball happened. I assume they think, well, for one thing, Chadi Riyad couldn't have seen that. Once El Kanous was coming back towards it, I don't think he even hit his hand. Shows the level of pressure that Mali are feeling. I'm sure how worried the Mali message is getting. So be happy how the young Atlas Lions are performing. All broken away from Diarra. Will eat up every second they can. Hunt of their objective. Certainly in better positions. Can Mali take advantage? The arm waved by Fode Tukure as the corner It's taken short, swung in. This is Guinea failed against Egypt, struggling to make real chances as that was deflected wide for another corner. Mali building some pressure. Short again. U23 takes too long to deliver. Decision making has been a struggle for the Eagles tonight. Well, it'll definitely be a free kick. Too aggressive from Saibari. Nervous tension on the sidelines. Between man and ball. Xanadu Jallo. So the defender was certainly in movement territory. He won the free kick. We are still excited for how it's going. We haven't had much go wrong this tournament. It looks a little nervous defending. We hitch towards the hour mark. Some guys smash the balls over, surely deliver better. It's into a really good area. It's just wide from Cisse. No wonder. He looks like a man who knew that could have been a big moment. Wrestled his way to head the ball. But could only flick it wide. 1-0 up, and yet nothing yet decided. And Rawi trying to get himself out of trouble. As a insurance policy in Jadi Riyadh, but Mali really pressing hard. Something came off there. It's the shin pad of Mehdi Bukaria. Belgian-born defender coming through, Sporting Charleroi. He's now 100%, he said, committed to Morocco, having represented Belgium at under 18 and 19 levels. Well, you have to start again. Long ball, nice some space to work in. The crowd, you can feel the electricity when he gets on the ball. Swung it in. There's Al-Zuli. It breaks off Begraoui. Links up with Saibari. It's come to the back post. That seemed like his moment. And he's cleared the crossbar. He tries to see the funny side of it. But that could have been that. The shot here, trickling, deflecting through. And he's just got right under the bounce of the ball. And after scoring 3 times, providing 2 assists, there's Al-Zuli, misses for his standards, a sitter. Wadi's goal still the only thing between these sides. Once again, those two clashing. Yolande frustrated. His touch had let him down, losing the ball, then gaining a fist. There's Al Zuli's shirt. The referee's elected to keep his cards to himself for the most part. Only Shekna Dubia going into the book. He has since gone off injured. Shekna Diakite. Fode Dukure. Richardson is officially signed at Reims. Fode Dukure started at Reims before signing for Red Star. Probably taken over by 777 Investments. So had interests with Genoa, Seville, and a part of the controversial conversation about multi-club ownership. A real bundle through. Somehow it's working for Mali. Richardson finally gets a footing. Abraoui encouraged to strike forward. Less communication though with his captain. Tries to deliver. Tries to keep it from going for a corner. Belarus still achieved his objective. Mali continue to probe. That just overcooked. A meal that Diakite could sit down and eat. Sacco just unable to get into a place for him to attack the ball rather than chase it. Calls for Dukure. Oli Sacco. With Sangari. It's a really good ball. Unable to really build from it. Diarra. So much at stake. So much still to be decided. And again, a breakdown in communication. This time for Mali. The cheers for Belarus. No reason he has to get on with things while the ball's still in play. Now they're going to have to be switched on. A brilliant pressing from Ismail Saibari. Certainly using up an awful lot of energy. But when the changes might be run on both sides. Just the one change enforced. Shekna Dubia going off before the half-time. Kite coming on. Lovely change of direction for Sacco, but couldn't keep hold of the ball. Kite gives away cheaply. Kudus waves his teammates forward, not getting too much of a response. You see if Australia's looking over. Kure able to take a touch and a turn. Quick ball from Diambo. That's a lovely turn. Back in field from Diana. Switch of play to Diakite. Cuts back inside. Laid off. Oh, it's an equaliser. The man sent off against Egypt. Returns to fire Mali back level. Mamadou Diambu saluted by the Eagles as they go wild. Alou Badio Diallo gets the answer that he wanted from half-time. Have you got a big performance in you? And they're showing the Yendu. Substitute Sheikh Diakite cutting back inside, but rather than a wasteful shot, he laid it off where there was space on the edge of the area. And Diambu silkily wrapped his left boot around it. Ala Belarus completely blinded by the white shirts in front of him. And it just flew into his net. And suddenly, Mali back in it. Morocco won. The Eagles soaring won. Diambu hit his lowest ebb and sent packing against Egypt. That's the way to return. Do something positive for your teammates. You'll be left down to 10. A fabulous finish it was. I think another booking's coming out. Poor challenge. The man who replaced the only other player to go into the book for Mali now joins him. Too impish to try and win the ball. So key for Morocco. Richardson, the big players on the field. Either these changes were coming anyway, or this is in response to the scoreline. Likely to know, but El Khanous heading off. Coming on, Osama Tagali. Also Hamza Gigaman on for Yanis Bekraoui. Gali, another of those on the Liard books. Actually came through at Marseille for a short spell in Turkey. Just trying to fight for a place in the Havre team in the France top flight. Hamza Igaman, 20-year-old, playing straight at Far Rabat. And then all the way to the semi-finals of the Confederations Cup. And now just drifts over his head. Morocco have to be a bit more proactive. They've seen their lead cut out. Marawi flipped around the corner to return it to the East man, but he plays it away in cheap possession. Toure can't his boot right that. A little bit frantic at the moment. The captain is Al-Zuli. He's with the substitute. To take pressure as that clash with Diamande continues. Surface stuff. Morocco's left flank. Quite certainly like that. Little dummy. I'll put through, but it won't run to Diamande. Richardson strides forward. Switch of play. Shadi Riyad to his Barcelona teammate. They're not yet clearly in the first team. Wonderful skills. Goes down. I think the ball would run its course. The referee in a good position. The first real flash of him in full flight. Never likely to be a spot kick. Certainly got a few against Guinea in the opening match. There's Al-Zuli scoring both of those. Dramatic fashion, particularly the second one. There's Al-Zuli equalising the 16th minute after they got behind against Guinea to Ba's goal. Then won a 98th minute penalty. He converted for the win, although Guinea then had a goal ruled out by VAR. It would have been an even later equaliser. This time, no spot kick. Egypt already safely in the final after defeating Guinea by a goal to nil. Chiata, the 8th minute. Guinea awaits the loser of this match for a place in the Summer Olympics. The loser will go into an AFC CAF playoff. So the dream won't be completely dead. It won't be confirmed. Considering the standard of teams they might have to face, no one wants that 4th place. The final not only will provide the glitz and glamour, the Olympic spot would already be safely confirmed. So there is a prize at the end of the semi-final. Diamande waits his moment. Steer away from Al-Zuli. Kenya. Arms outstretched. Wants it better. Instead goes back to Riyad. There's Al-Zuli. Dropping deep. There's Yaman. Morocco. Recycle possession. Boubacar Touré not giving him a moment's peace. One ball. It's a wonderful touch from Ingaman. Just tried to lay it into the path of Saïd Bari. Well read by Diallo. Here's Al-Zuli. Ball swung in. Oh, it almost came nicely for El Rouadi. He didn't seem to anticipate the ball reaching him despite driving himself into the area. And he did swing a boot at it. Got nothing of it. Here's a goal kick. Zagarba El Azouzi came out with the ball, but Mali with the throw. It's had a great season with Union Song Galoise. Started the campaign way back against Rangers in a bid for the Champions League. Ended up going deep in the Europa League. Now booking for Ibrahim Cisse, the switch of who's wasting time. Pendulum has swung. So it might be going off. Bit of surprise there. So Ismail Saibari, who's set up the opener, heads off with Yunus Ta going on. Ta, the match winner against Congo Brazzaville. And on for the departed and booked Cisse. Number 4, Lassim Soumaora. Soumaoro on the books at Troyes, although he turned out for their second team. As Estac lost their Ligue 1 status with French top flight moving from 20 teams to just 18. A couple of Mali players hitting the deck. Truly quickly back to his feet, but Richardson cuts back inside. First touch. Ta still waits. He's in the area waiting. Oh, that's an unfortunate coming together, in fairness, I think. The ball was there to attack. See again, though. Lofted in here. It's a brilliant attempt at a take. We did see Ibrahim Adel booked coming together with the goalkeeper in the first semi-final. On this occasion, in fairness, Igaman does pull out before making contact when the ball was still live. See what the referee decides. Diakite, teenager, extremely brave. The stress is getting a bit too much for some. They were here and ready to party. Mamadi Diambu's goal has somewhat knocked the stuffing out of some, not all in Rabat. The referee's had a great performance. Really calm and collected, Pierre Acho. Kept his cards to his pocket. It's a lot of ways trusted the players to behave after a few flare-ups early on. 30-year-old was in charge of Algeria's last international during the window in June. They beat Uganda by 2-1. Also a fourth official as Al Ali lifted the CAF Champions League title in Casablanca. A 1-1 draw, enough for a 3-2 aggregate win over Wydad Casablanca, who were trying to retain their title. Instead, an 11th crown for the Red Devils. But yet we're a fair bit away from learning who will be the under-23 African champions. Egypt could yet be the first to retain the title. Morocco looking to return to the final two, as they did when they hosted in 2011, although they lost on that occasion. Trying to put that right. Mali have given their hopes a shot in the arm with that equaliser. It never got out of the group stage until this year. Now, they are fighting for a final spot. Moves ring out. Certainly not for Morocco. A little afters there. Oh, Suzy did like something for the Dukure. And the flame didn't burn too bright. Kite electing to stay on his line for the Kure. Helping out, got the better kickouts though. El Azuzi, Richardson trying to run it through. Kure had to time that right. Mali have got themselves back on level terms. Yet not constructed anything that might suggest a real shocker here with a near capacity crowd. Well, that's a worry. He's only just come on, and now he's headed back off. Amin El Ouazani heading on. Glad they had the substitutes available still. Real nervous look for those here. The Stade Prince Moulay Abdallah. Losing some key players and even their replacements. El Ouazani currently playing his trade in Ligue 2 with Guingamp. 7 goals in France's second tier. His first year with the Breton side. Can he be the hero tonight? The stress and strain. There's Al Zuli and many other faces. The benefits of home advantage can certainly turn when the pressure is turned up. Now you manage that. See a lot about the final outcome. Played the best stuff of the tournament. And for now, it's about winning, not entertaining. For Mali as well. Richardson keeps on going, dancing around, maybe needed to release the ball. Instead it's Mali on the break. Diarra. That's inside, breaks kindly for Toure. Sangari gets a bit fortune. Then back dancing, rugby tackled by El Azuzi. Good pass initially, but then showed his great balance and skill. Slalom away until he was duly dragged down. Quick ball taken. Deep delivery. And now a break on for Morocco. Between these two, no booking has been shown. Both have been at it. Diamande only happy to stop Zuli in his tracks. Riyad flips it to Richardson. Pushes. Push back. Well, extra time is starting to loom large. The penalties will be needed. It's another story. This is the byline, flips it across, but no chance to attack it. It's a great touch off the chest from El Azouzi. Kept his run going, but can't link up with El Rosani. Blues ring out. Mali aren't listening. Boubacar Touré. He thinks it's a corner. Referee agrees. He wants the small band Malians to keep the noise levels up. Ball swung in. Comfortably into the hands of Belarus. Sacco remained down, seemed to have a complaint. Morocco happy to get on with things. El Zuli goes back. El Azouzi and the Barcelona man. Twisting and turning, driving into the area. Mali keep their wits about them. Richardson, big grab of Diarra, but can't hold on. The ball whipped in. Not quite sure what Corley Sacco thought was coming his way. Dramatic leap and fall. Drawing no attention. Really incisive ball forward. Lovely little flick. Boubacar Touré holds on to it. Protects it well. Brilliant. Incisive run. Sagari twisting and turning. Just blocked out. Outnumbered. Now Morocco to try and stretch things. And a substitute. Tagali is Al-Zuri. Didn't see a way through, now lifts it in. Well, he's confused. Offside, just a knee ahead. So it was clear not much was going on. Went up well, he got his side hit back through. Mamadi Diambu cancelling out the early strike from Zakaria El Ouadi. Now really it's anyone's contest. The man of the match, Zakaria El Ouadi. certainly understand, but it's been slightly overshadowed. The fact that Mali got to leveler. Not an award to be too worried about as Diamande fell by Ta. Some would have their socks low, some have them as high as can be. So into stoppage time. We've almost played the first of 7 minutes. The booze ring out, but Mali maybe sense a shock. Could be on the cards. Long range effort though, not going to free up any winner. Do have a corner for the Troubles. Diakite takes his time as prayers are offered from the sidelines. Grab of the shirt, Cody Sacco being kept in line. Morocco with zonal marking. The delivery comes into the near post. It's an easy header away. Mali weren't exactly throwing it all forward. To do a lot with a little. A header across. One or two minds, I think. Goalie Sacco really have the support. He's never going to really be able to create the power to go and beat the goalkeeper. Well, they hopefully are allowed to stay up late, because we're going to go late into the night at this state and this rate. He looks up for a late night out in Rabat. Towards 11 o'clock at night, local time. Yet could be a winner. And is the break of the ball going to be from Ali? Like it might have been. Mental interception at least. Slows things down. Well, the contrast of emotions. Bumbling through. Rally putting enough on the ball. And it's Mali piling on the pressure. Chance to deliver. Fired across. Again, no pressure on Belarus. It's about the long ball. Releases. And it's a very good one. Captain offside again. He has to check his starting position. Now he's switched the play. Cody Dukure. Lifted over. It's run kindly for Diakite. Against the man of the match. Drills it across. Langley, and we're going to get the end of that, but Goalie Sacco keeps it alive. Drives onto his left foot. Oh, that was a vital deflection. It's another Mali corner. There was real space this time. Imposing midfielder caught hold of that one. Ball swung in. Richardson away. Gathered by Diamande. They look to bump it back in. Angle ball. But too much on it for Diallo to keep alive. He's got to run the length of the pitch. And Morocco elected to go short. It might have been the final opportunity. Just over a minute of additional time to go. They're one last, digging the tail. Looking long. Boubacar Touré won the header. Would have been much help, but he was also offside. There's plenty of whistles sounding, but it's not one of a referee. It's going to be a Route 1 offering a chance to the final. Looked like it. Flattering of boots and ball. And that is that. All square after 90 minutes. Extra time now needed to separate Morocco and Mali. Big winners, surely, at this point. Egypt and Guinea. And they're already tucked up in their beds. Morocco and Mali going late into the night as they desperately try and earn their spot in the final, but also confirm a ticket for Paris 2024. Both teams just with a short turnaround, not a stretching. There's Regraoui, Morocco's national coach. Looking as stressed as those in the stand. Some have already nodded off, way past their bedtime. What do these young players have left in the tank? Are we destined for penalties? Will someone send these kids home? Whether they're happy or devastated, that's only for Morocco and Mali to tell us. So 1-1 after 90 minutes and 30 minutes to decide whether there will be penalties or not. Those hugs and high fives. It's a pointing to the heads. Oh, this is a huge 30 minutes, but the pressure seems to be lifted off Mali. Transferred to Morocco players and fans. They are having a great old time. The home fans, they thought the job was near done. They have to make their destinies come true. I think we're going to do a coin toss to see which wins, but we're both happy with how things were set up. They've still got enough energy. With Diallo, Jarai's players be some nod off. Some get a chance to relax. Others pitched into battle. Who will come out on top? The Atlas Lions or the Eagles? Morocco and Mali, all square, one apiece. 30 minutes to see if we need penalties or not. Back underway. Amani Diambu's goal means we're still here. And no, yet closer. Who will be in the final? The third place playoff taking place on Friday. The final here in Rabat on Saturday night. Early corner kick. Easy header. Near post. Zakaria El Boadi, whose opening goal seems an awful long time ago now. Diarra takes out a brilliant cross. That's the goal scorer. Diambu. Diamandi. Oh, shot from Sangari. Losing little threat. Unfortunately, it's been the case for the number 10 all match. Certainly has the confidence. Doesn't have the finish. Richardson swings it out to Amraoui. Who will find that magic moment? It's looked as if been set on his way. Header by Sangari, but it's picked up. Fired wastefully by El Ouazani. Morocco keep in possession. Trying to rediscover their attacking instincts. Stealing in. Diallo does well. Hooked it away. Sulemano plays Simon Cisse. With the harder defense that goes missing. Well, we gifted with the height of the basketball father. Certainly going to be dangerous at set pieces. Richardson heading out, up and away. So the frustration of Saidi Rayad, potentially in a better position, and he left it. Ring out, meaning Mali are on the march. Top of the shoulder, driving to the byline. Diakite lost it in. And Belarus has been absolutely perfection with the gloves. Really to make the dynamic run. Got so close to the byline on full speed. Tough to do better with the cross. The energy of the crowd changes, unsurprisingly. But Morocco on the move. Just at the last moment. Able to step in. A bit more of the free-flowing Morocco we've seen. There's Al-Zouli. Oh, it's a brilliant 1-2 to release the captain. And he wanted it on his right boot. On the spin. Now they get the free kick. Just because they want a penalty doesn't mean it's going to come. Here's Al-Zouli. Just wanting to get on his right boot. That just allowed space for the challenge from Diamonde. Sumaoro then helping out, and in the spin from Kolosako. What about the free kick to really take the pressure off? Excitement builds. Morocco trying to find a little more zip. Lovely little 1-2. Oh, it's a really clever cutback. Ta leaves it. Ball swung in. It's loose. Wow. Diamonde. Maybe fortunate. Now it's come outside the box. Here's Al-Zouli. Certainly looks. He's battling fatigue, as many of those will out there. But he reacted just in time. He might have lost out. The bump he got brings about this very inviting set piece opportunity. Not an awful lot in it. The small margins. Anticipation you can hear. The clapping and cheering around stadium here in Rabat. Captain Ezal Zuli has his sights. It bobbles around between Mali players, then able to clear their lines. The chance goes a begging. Flicked over the head by Ta. Up and under from Sumaoro. Moves with a throw off the head of El Azuzi. So Mali, the final changes. Off goes Ibrahima Diarra. His place initially. Amadou Lamimba. Sangari. It's off Isufi Aiga. The break on here. Diakite swings it across. Oh, what an interaction that would be. Just can't get to it. Almost looked well with Boubacar Touré as captain. Amadou Lamimba, 21-year-old. Coming on. Fourth appearance and previously taking part in 111 minutes with just one start. Win over Gabon. Was involved within the first minute of the bench as the referee tried to get out of the way. Didn't actually touch the ball. Diabry wasn't happy. In fairness to the whistle, he did his best to get out of the way. Sufi Maiga, 3-1 forward, plies his trade in Portugal with Defense. 3 goals in 25 appearances. Second tier. Iberian Coast. Sako puts it forward, but it's nodded down. Rawi launches long. Just you can see the sign from Jarai to just bring a bit of calm. It's just been lumped down aimlessly. The coach now tries to encourage players to dig deep and sit further up the field. Still easy possession for Mali. Sumaoro, switch of play. Kure. For the offer of Maiga down the line. He opens space in the centre. Morocco then close ranks. There's Al-Souli, I think it's absolutely shattered. Mali come again. Yambu thought about the shot, watching the ball forward. And now there's Al-Souli. Oh, there was a ball out to the side, but he's played it through the middle. Did he play the ball? Well, the referee says yes. An absolutely vital challenge. Not just a match-saving one, but Mali saving from Sumaoro. Because if he got that wrong, it would have been red card and lights out. In fact, it's Amadou Diallo who timed it to perfection. Just when El Ouazani thought he might be through. Zuzi doing brilliant down the line, eventually winning the free kick, taking that quickly. Building again through Amraoui. It's a really intricate ball to try and release Richardson. He's frustrated with his now fellow Liga compatriot. A little frustrated with himself. As well, the Morocco side for allowing Mali back in. The Eagles certainly got what they deserved for their positive start to the second half, but there was so much space left. So Momadi Diambo on the edge of the area. Now space, driving forward, Kulisako. Diakite can't get the ball right. Chasing down, but Rouge gets his foot through it. Ball slipped through. A chance there, and Diallo is able to just keep Yunus out of the way. Well, certain Salah was called upon by Egypt in 2011, only to lose out to Morocco on their way to silver. It's now another number 10, Salah, who Morocco now hope is their star in the pack. El Azuzi heads off. Ibrahim Salah heads on. Signed for Rennes for €3 million from Ghent in January. And gets his chance, the Belgian-born man, in this semi-final. Mauro won the ball, wasn't sent off. This time he won the ball again. And, well, I think El Zani has bought himself one there. Very similar position. The one at Samad as Al-Zuli had before. Deep in conversation. This free kick caused a bit of panic, but Mali did clear their lines. Now a little bit more central, gives them a bit more in terms of options. This likely the final act, the first half of extra time. Here's Al-Zuli, sets his sights. We'll send in Morocco into the final. It's a poor effort though. But Yunus then fires wastefully over. There wasn't much real intent from El Al-Zuli. It wasn't much better. But Yunus. 15 minutes gone. 15 minutes to go until penalties. Unless someone becomes a hero. Morocco and Mali, at the moment, look like they might just go the distance.
organisé derrière et ça va arriver devant. Bien organisé derrière. Allez, allez. Hey, continue.
Trying to point the way to success. Players just try and get some liquids on some late stretches to keep them limber. So much at stake. Paris Olympic Games, chance to be an African champion. This under 23 AFCON journey was never going to be easy. Morocco or Mali, 15 more minutes of football before penalties will have to be the deciding factor. The summer staying up late to enjoy this moment. Will they be back on Friday or Saturday? That will depend on the result. Back underway. It remains one apiece here in Rabat. Zakaria El Ouadi for his 14th-minute strike, cancelled out by Hamadi Diambu in the second half. And no goal since. In truth, not a lot of threat of one. But Mali playing into space. Mali closing off the gap. And now the crowd just try. Oh, that's going to be cooking. Easy decision of the night. I mean, there was no attempted subtlety. Knew what was coming. Was just happy to stop Tagali in its tracks. Of course, Wickings wiped from the group stage. There's no risk of a suspension bar, a red card. Da Yunis headed up to the edge of the area. Referee whistles him out, decides to give it against Zal Zuli. Ball. Giallo. So proud of his players. It was always going to be such a tough task against a very good Moroccan team, but then with the crowd behind Atlas Lions. Yet now at this stage, going toe to toe. Can they keep tabs? Salah didn't have the angle, didn't have the finish. Does get a corner out of it. Yunus. It's a good area. Good defending. Salah again. Coming the cross. Goes back to Yunus. To the back post. Oh, it could be that. it's on. VAR will be enacted. The farmer denied the on-field decision. This could be monumentous. I think he's going to be offside. I think this is going to stand. And that will mean El U23 might have just headed Morocco towards the under-23 AFCON final. This is good club football with Gangon, known as the Tractor Boys. He's certainly given an engine to Morocco's title hopes. If VAR agrees, it's a brilliant header. Now it's the waiting game. Waiting for the decision. Exactly why VAR was brought in. These pivotal moments. The right decision would be coming. Nervous for Morocco and Mali. I see it's weird celebrations, but you wait if this is confirmed. It will be celebrated wholesomely. Some are enjoying just their moment in the spotlight. Others are waiting. The goal is given. VAR doing its job. Belated, but no less fervent celebrations. Was kicked off. And this is when emotions get the better of players. Well, very calmly taking a drag. For some, though, elation that nothing is yet finished. But Morocco surely taking a huge step towards Saturday's final. The tightest of margins, but just on the shoulder. And by VAR's reckoning, the right side of Maroc. And then the header is absolutely perfection. He was pedaling backwards, neck muscles and all. But he's put it on the target, and nothing Madu Diakite can do. I'm not sure what's going on. Ali, of course, seems to be continuing complaints, and it's getting a bit nasty between the benches. Toure trying to have his teammates down. Referee just taking a moment. But they're certainly back in their best mood. Crestfallen when Mamadi Diambu leveled the affair. But El U23, who was a substitute for the substitute after Igalan went off injured after collision with Diakite. Third man calling. It looks to be a match-winning hero. discussions continuing, but it's not a player to decide. Oh, that's a red card. I think it's for one of the coaching staff of Alou Badri Diallo. He's taking it well. Now you're going to have to accept the decision. To finally to get to that stage. Unless Mali's seen another angle, it looks the right decision. And Mali have got to do it all over again, but this time they've only got, I would say, 6 minutes. We're clearly going to have a lot of injury time. Well, he's doing this all on his own. Diakite wants a ball in, but the first to it is El Ouani. That's what Mali need to do. Focus their energy in a positive way. They've done it once, surely they're not going to do it again. Swung in. Or it comes to the back post. Diallo! Oh, he's hit the side netting. It will be a corner. I think a touch from Belarus. But the wrong man at the wrong time. I should say the wrong man at the right time. He couldn't get it out of his feet. And I think it was going to hit the post and probably go wide itself. Probably just lucky to at least have a corner. With that fallen to many other players, that was the type of chance Mali wanted. Morocco drawn to the near post. Ran through everyone as the short corner taken. That's played short though. Lifted back in by Doucouré. It's fallen brilliantly here. Brilliant ball! Oh, that's incredible! Who knows what's going to happen next? Maega at the back post and slammed it to the top of the net. And just when Mali thought they were done, what a response! They've been down once, they've been down twice, but once again, they may be the Eagles, but they're showing the hearts and minds. A brilliant ball from Diallo, who just missed a massive chance. His defensive partner came off the bench, Soumaoro, who lost El Ouani for the previous goal for Morocco. He missed it. Maega didn't. And from the first look, like the Morocco goal, it looks onside. But we may be looking for confirmation. I certainly would be worried if the Mali goal didn't stand, just on the basis of reaction to the previous one. I'm not sure that's something we're going to have to worry about. The ball just pinged back into the danger area by Doucouré, but it fell perfectly in space for Hamdou Diallo. And what a pick out from the defender after missing a huge chance himself. And Isufi Maega has got Mali back level, and my oh my, they're on the charge for a winner. Brilliant ball swung in. Brilliant clearance. Teddy Bayat. Kelly was caught. Mali just seemed like an animal possessed. And they are just going for the jugular. Maega will get a corner. Morocco were well on top in the first half. Seemed to lose the initiative and lose their heads. But in extra time, they refocused and scored a brilliant goal for the set piece. The number 9, Al-Uzani, onside and given them plenty of furore. Mali let their emotions get the better of them, but they've now channeled them into a quite sensational few minutes that have seen them back on level terms. And now, it'll either be penalties or will one of these sides finally win this contest. The ball swung in, headed back across. Oh! The ball is like a magnet to the defence at the moment. It's the Mali defenders who are getting the big chances. It's Al-Zuli. Salah. The challenge with Diamande that leaves him down. Salah again. Oh, asking too much of his captain, surely. Well, he did well initially. It's just absolute carnage out there. It's just pure perspiration and desire. One of the most incredible semi-finals this competition will ever have thrown up. Morocco do have a corner. I wonder how much time is going to be added on, but we are past the 125 minutes added on as the ball is headed away. Morocco keep things ticking. Poked out wide. Amraoui finds himself on the right flank. Swings it out to his captain, but it's short. Driving run from Chekna Diakite into the area. Bah! Decided to take a shot on Salah with a lovely touch around it. Now runs into the brick wall that's Kolo Sako. Oh, lovely footwork. Richardson twisted inside and out. It could go either way. We've got 4 minutes left. Even then we might have the drama of penalties. Oh, what a touch from Diallo. But there's space now. Oh, Dar Yunus. Oh, it could be a penalty. He's given a corner. Well, that's why I prefixed it with it could be, not that it is. Finally got it out. The touch was poor. I think he gets the ball first. Well, this is vital. Oh, it's tight. Who gets there first? Oh, this game is at everything. Absolutely breathless. Belarus? Right, well, the goalkeeper's now up. Picking fights with his own teammates. This is absolutely... Who knows what's going to happen next? We have 3 minutes left. I guess we're waiting to see if there's a VAR intervention, but what is he doing there? It's absolutely amazing. Well, no wonder the goalkeeper's got a booking. He's got absolute walkabout. He's got a long way back. This match has got a long way to go, it feels. It's really been A remarkable match in Rabat. Wafa is checking. This could be the match decider. Is it a penalty or is it just a corner? Everyone certainly has their own opinion. Well, we had a VAR check for Morocco's second goal. That was given. It is a corner, and I think on the whole the right decision. Because even if the goalkeeper didn't get there first, I'm not sure he made much contact with Yunus. But either way, it's he who swings it in. Vital header from Diallo. Morocco being forced back all the way to Belarus, who were still confused as to exactly why his counsel was needed at the other end of the pitch. Certainly out of the players with the most energy left to burn. Richardson doesn't want to lose it here. Puts it over. Bah. Lovely turn from the man whose goal brought Mali back the second time in parity. Launched away, but it's launched well. There's a bit of space. The wrong decision from El Ouazzani. He thought he was the hero. He may well yet be. Wait to see. Is there one last twist of the tail, or are we going to penalties? Cleared away. Lifted header. Corner for Salah. Yunus. The last corner, surely. Diallo has been an absolute rock. Could all come down to this. Yunus, three of the back posts. Headed gracefully wide. Penalties it is. We're heading towards midnight in Rabat. And not one person has moved an inch. This absolute thriller deserves a finale. We're to get one already putting his hand up. Cagliari wants to be one of the five, and it's going to take big personalities. Diakite with a fabulous performance, just 18 years of age. Belarus was rather untroubled other than the two times the ball hit the back of his net. Emotions running high, but no wonder. A place in the under-23 AFCON final at stake as well. It's a confirmed ticket to Paris 2024. Who will step up to be the heroes or zeros? Such is the painful dichotomy of penalty shootouts. Morocco and Mali couldn't be separated after 120 plus minutes. Penalties will finally decide. Absolutely stunning pictures of Rabat. The host of the evening, the Stade Prince Abouli Abdallah. So much at stake. Egypt safely in their beds and in the AFCON final of the 23s. Guinea awaiting the third place playoff. Neither of these sides wants to be playing on Friday. They want to put Saturday in their diary. This a planned venue if Morocco are successful in their co-bidding for the 2030 FIFA World Cup with Portugal and Spain. The first cross-confederation bid on more than one continent. It's used as the opening and closing ceremony venue for the 2019 African Games. The Malabo Royal Guinea drew. They also played host to the 2014 FIFA Club World Cup. Contender for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Was unsuccessful. And also played host the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. FIFA Club World Cup. It's the setting for this second semi-final penalty shootout. Morocco and Mali. If Barouche Diakite will have any notes. However, goalkeepers seeing the notes and telling their own players to change direction of the spot kick. The youngest men in the stadium, Diakite, trying to go over confidently. Clearly, it'll be made crystal clear. They can't come off their line. At least one foot has to be. So previously, in this competition, quite a mad sequence of events. saw a penalty for Ghana taken 3 times. It was during their 3-2 win over Congo Brazzaville. It's the poor Modi Basila Futu, who was booked after twice saving. Marco Mensah only then to be beaten by Jaboa. But it's Mali who have the slight percentage advantage by going first. He was a winner in a penalty shootout in 2019 in Niger that saw Mali win the under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Who now captains the under-23 side in their dream of doing likewise. Up against Ala Belarus. Oh, he's cracked the crossbar. Disastrous start. A massive relief for Morocco. The turf flying up as well. They can't hide their delight. Morocco can take the advantage. Well, he was the first one at the final whistle to point a finger and say, I'm up for it. Tagliafico certainly is not lacking confidence. But can he finish up against Madu Diakite? Brilliant finish, sending the keeper the wrong way, and coolly into the side netting. Fist bumps in the crowd. Cool as you like. Top bins. No wonder he demanded a spot. Mali with work to do. Belarus didn't have to do anything for the first one. The crossbar did the work. Stress and strain. Mamadou Diambu. Well, he scored in the opening 90 minutes to equalise. Once again, he's made it 1-1. The sun can't watch. Well, he was the third man called upon after Yanis Begraoui was substituted for Igaman. And Igaman got injured. 20-year-old went off, and El Kouazami made it 2-1, only for Mali to equalise. Incredibly, he's made it 2-1 again. We're having a little revisit. 120 minutes that passed before. Clinical. Takes the acclaim, rightly earned. Well, this man's had some match. A rock at the back. Missed a huge chance to equalise with 2-1 down. You're not going to be surprised. He did make it 2-2 on the night, at least with an assist for Maega. Belarus dancing on the line. Oh, it's a picture-perfect penalty. Jallo making no mistake, opening up his foot, finding side netting. So only Boubacar Touré's effort has been repelled, but not by The gloves of Belabouche. By the crossbar. Another substitute, Taha Younis, put the winner against Congo Brazzaville. Grass on the cheek. Laces through the ball. 3-2 Morocco. Substitute Bar with the responsibility, and he takes joy in that, signing off to make it 3-3. Other than the first, the rest, the penalties have been perfection. The relief more than anything else. They still trail. Well, he scored 2 dramatic penalties on the opening match of the tournament. One in the 98th minute to Dan Guinea, who can now, as maybe there's a signal there for Diakite. I wonder if that was, if he was pointing to his left, Diakite's right. Is he going to be right? The Brazilian-owned star, Abdes Samad Ezzalzouli, joint top scorer. So step up, draws it low, and gets a bit of luck. By far the worst penalty of the lot. But his went in. And looked tired through the last part of the match, just put his boot through it. It's not how you score, it's if you score. Senior national team coach and Negraoui celebrating too. This penalty is do or die. Miss, and Morocco are in the final and on the way to Paris 2024. Ahmed Diomande. Oh, it's in the bar as well. Morocco have made it through. They will face Egypt on Saturday. The 20 African champions. But as important, they have sealed the place back at the Olympics for the first time in 12 years. From Mali, who couldn't have done much more to push Morocco to the limits. But in the end, they've come up short. 2 off the crossbar. Too much for Mali to bear. They head to face Guinea in the 3rd place playoff. The winner of that will take the 3rd and final Paris 2024 ticket on offer, while the loser will go into a playoff. But Morocco have suffered, but in the end they have still triumphed.